get low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Brian Giles with Brian Giles MTG. And we are back with more Marvel Superheroes Magic the Gathering spoilers. So, starting our list off for this video, we have Beast, the Trudite Aerialist. A hybrid green, blue, and 3 for a 3/3 legendary mutant scientist hero. As long as you have put one or more +1/+1 counters on Beast this turn, he has flying. Whenever Beast deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Oh my, stars and garters. So hoo-ha. We have Mockingbird, Ace Agent. A white and 3 for legendary human spy hero that's 2/2 with double strike. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, put a +1/+1 counter on Mockingbird. So hoo-ha. We have Red Hulk, General Thunderbolt Ross. For 2 red and 4, you get a 6/7 legendary Gamma Berserker villain with reach and trample. When he's dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on him. When you do, he deals damage equal to the number of +1/+1 counters on any other target. Yeah, I can think of all sorts of ways to break this. Caltrops, just silly stuff. Yeah. Hoo-ha. So Super Adaptoid, and this is still in the Japanese, so it's 2 mana for a star 2. Looks like it's a legendary robot villain, I would imagine. And it's equal to the power is equal to the number of legendary creatures you control. And when it enters the battlefield or attacks, target one other creature. If that creature has haste, put a haste counter on Super Adaptoid. Do the same for flying, first strike, double strike, death touch, indestructible, lifelink, menace, reach, trample, and vigilance. So all the evergreen. We have Claw, Master of Sound. A black and 2 for a 3/3 legendary elemental rogue villain. With Death Touch. Whenever you play a card from exile, Claw gains indestructible till end of turn. Whenever a Claw deals combat damage to a player with the top card of that player's library, exile it face down. You may play it for as long as it remains exiled, and you can spend mana of any type to cast that spell. So hoo-ha. We have Alien Invasion. Hang on. Alien Invasion is 2 red and green and 1 for enchantment. Then in combat, on your turn, create a 1/1 red alien creature token with haste. This token attacks each combat if able. Put a +1 counter on it for each invasion counter on this enchantment. And then put an invasion counter on this enchantment. So That's going to be annoying. This is another version of a Koye Dora Milaje leader. So for white and 3, you get a 3/2 legendary human warrior hero. When she enters, create 2 1/1 white soldier creature token. Attacking creature tokens you control have first strike. No, my king. We did not kill them, but there were however many injuries. So next up we have Lady Thor, also known as the Mighty Thor, Jane Foster. For a white, a blue, and 1, you get a 3/3 human god hero with flying. When she attacks, exile up to 1 non-token artifact or creature, then returns to the battlefield under its own, tapped under its owner's control. Whenever equipment you control enters, draw a card. So hoo-ha. We have Punishing Punch. So a green and 2 for an instant that reads, it costs 2 less. There are 2 or more creature cards in your graveyard. Target creature you control deals damage equal to twice its power to target creature an opponent controls. We have Misty Knight, hero for hire. So a red and 1 for a 3/1 human detective hero. Has 2, tap it, discard a card, draw a card for each card you've discarded this turn. We have Arnim Zola, Biofanatic. So it's a black and 2 for a 2/3 legendary artifact creature scientist villain. Pay 3, tap it to create a tapped 2/1 black villain creature token with menace. Activate only if there are 2 or more cards in your graveyard. So hoo-ha. We have Epic Fight. So a green and 2 for sorcerer reads, choose 1 or both. Double target creature's power and toughness till end of turn. Target creature you control fights target creature an opponent controls. You think being big's gonna help you, bub? All that does is make you easier to hit. We have Heroic Feast. Now, personally, I would have gone for the shawarma shop. Evidently, they are in the shawarma shop, but this isn't the cast I would have imagined. So it's a Heroic Feast is a green and 2 for an enchantment that reads, when it enters, create a food token. Whenever you gain life, choose up to that many target creatures you control and put a +1/+1 counter on each of them. Yeah, life gain's a thing. We have Righteous Fury. So this is 2 white and 4 for a sorcery that reads, destroy all tapped creatures. You gain 2 life for each creature destroyed this way. There's a better card than this, but it says destroy all tapped creatures. Now, in white, you're gonna have a lot of creatures that are gonna have vigilance. So, yeah. And it's sorcery, it's not instant speed, so it's okay, but not good. We have Speedball New Warrior. So, a blue, a red, and 2 for a 2/2 legendary human hero. Whenever a player casts a spell that targets Speedball, he gets +2/+2 till end of turn. You may choose new targets for that spell. Wait, what? He gets bigger and you redirect the spell? Oh, that. Oh, you gonna try to counter me? No, I'm gonna counter your counter. Also in this picture right here that I'm circling with my pointer, that is Hairball. Hairball is his cat that when gained the same powers when exposed to his Speedballs. So he's got a cat that's his companion. We have Wiccan, Rising Magician. So a blue and 4 for a 4 for legendary mutant warlock hero with flying. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, exile another target non-land, non-token permanent. Turn that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So, hoo-ha. We have Super Villain Lockup. So, you're in prison effect of a white and 1 for an enchantment with flash. When it enters, exile target tapped creature opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. We have Avengers Under Siege. Black, red, and 2 for an enchantment saga with chapter 1. Create 2/2/1 black villain creature tokens with menace. Chapter 2. This saga deals 2 damage to each non-villain creature and each opponent. And chapter 3, create a treasure token for each villain you control. So this will go in a villain thematic deck and you can just run away with it. We have White Tiger Ava Ayala. A green and 1 for a 2/2 legendary human hero with a power-up of a beefy green and 5. Put a +1/+1 counter on White Tiger and create the Tiger God. A legendary 4/4 green cat god creature token with a tiger can't be blocked by more than one creature. So you could, arguably, you could probably swap her into a cat deck, and because you're in green, this number is just arbitrary when you're playing green. Because if you're not ramping when you're playing green, you're playing green wrong. So we have Night Nurse, Healer of Heroes, which is a white and 1 for a 2/1 legendary human doctor hero with flash and lifelink. When she enters, choose target permanent card in your graveyard that was put there from anywhere this turn, return it to your hand. Hoo-ha. We have Truck Toss, which 2 red and 2 for an instant reason. It costs 2 less if you control a vehicle. Now we've gotten some more vehicles since this was initially dropped. So it deals 4 damage to any target. So 4 damage for 4 isn't bad, but if you have a vehicle, you can certainly have interesting things go on. We have Patriotic Shield, Sword of Fire and Ice for 3 generic, artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from red and blue. And whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, this equipment deals 2 damage to any target, and you draw a card. So hoo-ha. We have Moonstone, Harsh Mistress. So a black and 3 for a 2/4 human doctor villain with flying. Whenever you discard a card, you may exile that card from the graveyard. If you do, until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. So we have Black Panther's Redirection, also known as Narset's Reversal. For 2 blue mana, you get an instant. Copy target instant or sorcery spell. Then return it to the owner's hands, and you can choose new targets for the copy. So hoo-ha. We have Kid Loki for blue mana. You get a legendary God Hero villain. That's a 1/1. Each creature you control that you put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on this turn has hexproof. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Kid Loki. So, hexproof. Goody. Wonder Man, Hollywood Hero. 2 red and 3 for a 4/4 human performer hero with flying. Each power-up ability of permanent you control can be activated an additional time. He has a power-up of 2 red and 5 for a that puts 2 +1/+1 counters on him. So hoo-ha. We have Viv Vision Team Synthezoid. 3 generic for a 2/2 legendary artifact creature robot hero with flying. Whenever Viv Vision attacks, draw a card for powers 4 or greater. And for 7, you can power her up and put 2 +1/+1 counters on her to give her that 4 power. So hoo-ha. We have Black Widow Super Spy, black and 1 for a 2/1 human spy hero with menace. She deals combat damage to a player. That player exiles cards from the top of the library until they exile a non-land card. You may put a +1/+1 counter on Black Widow. If you don't, you may cast the exiled non-land card until end of turn, and mana of any type can be spent to cast the spell. So hoo-ha, she can do the things. Do all sorts of things. We have Cloak and Dagger Entwined. So it's a white, a black, and 1 for a 2/2 legendary human hero with Death Touch and Lifelink. When they enter, choose target opponent, up to 1 target creature they control. They reveal their hand. You may exile a non-land card from their hand. Exile a non-land card from their hand, or the chosen or you exile the chosen creature until Cloak and Dagger leaves the battlefield. Sorry, the thumb being in the way, you can't really read it, but you can exile an online card from their hand or the chosen creature until they leave the battlefield. So, hoo-ha, interesting. We got Hawkeye's Bow, and people are already breaking this card at 1 red mana for an artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has reach. Whenever equipped creature becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. You equip it for 1. So they've paired this with Horseshoe Crab and something that makes Horseshoe Crab create a mana of any color, and then you just tap an untapped Horseshoe Crab to just deal 1 damage to everybody. Just keep tapping and untapping. If nobody has a response, they all lose. So Ninja of the Hand we'll get to on another video because we're at 21 minutes. Hoo-ha.